Good morning, students. Now we will start the topic number 6, application of derivatives. Derivatives already we completed. Now we will do the application. Now in this, first of all, we will do the strictly increasing functions. About the function that strictly increasing, that we will do. So look here, if function f is strictly increasing on the interval open interval ab, when this is a function is increasing function, for that you will do differential of f. Differential of f will be f dash. So look here, if f dash x, and you will put all the value of x and you get greater than 0 for each, means this, if f dash x is greater than 0 for each x is belongs to ab, then this function is called a increasing function. Means here f dash x will be greater than 0 for all value of x. Next we will do here that strictly decreasing function we will do. Strictly decreasing function means same as it is, we will have look at a function f is strictly decreasing on a open interval ab if f dash x is less than 0 for each x belongs to ab. Now the f dash x means differential of x will be less than 0 we will have. Now we will have a critical point. Critical point means y equal to fx is a function and f dash x1 is equal to 0, means for the value of x1 the differential is 0, that point is called a critical point. Then the value x equal to x1 is called the critical point. All of you understand these 3 points. So function is greater than 0, differential is greater than 0 means strictly function, differential is less than 0 means decreasing function, and if differential is 0, that point is called a critical point. Look here, we will do the method to find the interval in which a function is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So we will find here interval. In the particular interval the function will be increasing or strictly decreasing. Look here all of you, for that a function will be given to you, fx is given to you where x is belongs to ab. The interval will be given to you, means function and interval is given to you. First of all you find the differential. Okay, so differential of fx will be f dash x. Now this differential f dash x is 0 for x1 x2 x3, for the 3 points this function is 0, and that should values of x should belongs to ab. Now we will write here ab, between ab we have point x1 x2 x3. so here x1 x2 x3 are the critical points. Now we will take the interval. First interval to will be a to x1, then x1 to a2, x2, x2 to x3, x3 to b. We will have here 1 2 3 4 points. Sometimes you have 3 points, sometimes 2 points we will have here. So look at this. Look at all of you, we will find here interval. We will get here 1 2 3 4 intervals, and 4 intervals you can write here: a to x1, x1 to x2, x2 to x3, and x3 to b. These intervals we will get. Now we will calculate and find out the f dash x. F dash x is greater than 0 or less than 0, we will find out. If we get in first we get this is a greater than 0, then in next it will be sure less than 0 we will get here. So greater than 0 means here plus and minus we will get here. So look here, sign of f dash x is here plus minus we get. Plus means the function is strictly increasing, minus means function is strictly decreasing, again plus is strictly increasing, and minus means strictly decreasing. So look here, plus and plus we have in two interval, a x1 a open interval, and x2 and x3 the open interval, means fx is strictly increasing in a x1 bracket open interval and union x2 x3 and open interval, and fx is strictly decreasing means we have in two case negative, we have x1 x2 open interval and x2 x3 and b open interval. So look here, fx is strictly decreasing in x1 x2 open interval union x3 x b and open interval. So all of you understand this is the method to find out the interval in which the function is strictly increasing or decreasing. All of you understand this? Look at one question is, we have to show that fx equal to 3x plus 17 is strictly increasing on the interval a r. R means here a real number. So look here, this function fx is given to you 3x plus 17 and here x is belongs to the real number. Now first case is here we have to do the differential. So differential of this will be 3. Differential is 3 and that is greater than 0 for all x belongs to r. So it is greater than 0 means you can say fx is strictly increasing on r. All of you understand this? This is a very simple solution. Look at second question is, so that fx is equal to e power 2x is strictly increasing on r. So look here, we will do here, the function is given to you fx equal to e power 2x and here x is belongs to the real number. Now you differentiate with respect to x. We get f dash x equal to e power 2x and e power 2x 2x differential is 2. Okay, so we get here 2 into e power 2x and this is greater than 0 for all x belongs to r. It will be always greater than 0. So you can write here fx is strictly increasing on r. All of you understand this? This is a very simple solution. Look here, question number 3 is, we have to show that fx equal to sin x is strictly increasing in open interval 0 to pi by 2 and strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. This is open interval. Now first function we take, here solution you can write, function is fx equal to sin x. This you differentiate with respect to x. What we get, f dash x equal to, we get here cos x. F dash x cos x in first quadrant it is a positive, so you can write f dash x equal to cos x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. If you take x from 0 to pi by 2 means first quadrant, this cos x is positive, so you can write here that fx is strictly increasing in 0 to pi by 2. And look here, second we take f dash x equal to cos x is less than 0 for all x belongs to pi by 2 to pi. Look here, pi by 2 to pi means second quadrant, and second quadrant cos is what is negative, less than 0 we have. So you can write fx is strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. All you understand this? Look at this one, this question, neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi, that also you have to check. So when x is belongs to 0 to pi, then f dash x may be greater than 0 or less than 0. Look here, first and second question quadrant direct we take, then in first quadrant greater than 0 and second quadrant negative less than 0 means we have both case in 0 to pi interval. So fx is neither increasing nor decreasing in a 0 to pi, we will say.